Intro, you ready?
Business.
Business,
hmm
you're right. Uh, Hello, one and all, and welcome to Creative Spark, my YouTube show where I talk to cool people about the cool things that they are doing. With me today is somebody who literally never stops doing stuff all the time, constantly, forever. It's Stephanie from Stephanie Plays Games. Hello.
That is very true. I don't ever stop doing things. It's alarming.
It's exhausting. It's how I know you
Yes,
don't have kids, because you have so much energy. It's just not a
yes.
thing you get in parents.
Although parents are great at getting everything done that matters, and like they do it well, so that's like a whole different ball game to me. The only one that suffers when I'm like, let's commit to everything is myself. Like with
Fair.
with kids, you're balancing so many things.
Mostly children.
Mostly them juggling. Yeah, that's not frowned upon. Juggle your children.
Sometimes you got to
DM
juggle a
pro tip.
child. Yeah, yeah. DM pro tip. Shoot the monk.
Players
Juggle your
love
children.
this one trick. Yeah.
Oh, immediate tangents. Wonderful. How are
Do you have
you?
ADHD?
I
I
have
can't
so much
remember.
ADHD. I have so much.
Okay, well, this is great. This is great. Yeah. Yeah, I have so much. I
So
didn't get
much.
diagnosed till late in life,
All of
and
it.
like
Yeah, yeah,
my
yeah.
psychiatrist was like, it's alarming that no one told you this.
That's
So that was a really cool moment for me.
that's been my experience. Is I met a bunch of people with ADHD basically, and then they
I
were
always
like, "You
wonder how
have
many DMs have it.
all of them."
Every single one.
Apart, I think it's like honest, genuinely having interviewed a bunch of YouTubers who do D&D stuff. It is like 99% of people that do DMing and do YouTube especially are neurodivergent in some capacity. It's literally, I think it's literally just Rich from Renegade Rolls is like the only neurotypical person.
That he knows of.
Yeah,
Because that's what sometimes I'm like,
we'll get
people
him.
just haven't been told yet.
We'll get him.
Like, no, normal people don't do this.
Normal people don't want to DM. They don't need to scratch the fire in their
Yeah.
brain.
Yeah, that's what I'm always amazed by people like who don't want to DM because that's like unimaginable to me. I'm like, I want the control. I want the control to make people have fun. Like it's good control, but
Yeah.
like I have the control freak and then I want to do all of the things. Like I don't want to just be like I'm playing one character. I want to play all of the things. I
Yes.
want to be the setting. Like I want to be the imaginatorium.
Yeah.
Like
And occasionally
and
be
I don't understand
physics.
people who are like that's too much. Yeah, and
Yeah.
also physics.
Just every so often. Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, it's the levels of neurodiversity amongst the people I interview is preposterous. You would think watching if an alien came to the planet and the only exposure to humanity was my videos, they'd be like, so this is normal.
Humans do a lot.
They never stop talking. So, how are you?
I'll let you get to actual questions.
But that was a
I am
question.
fantastic.
We did it. There we go.
I am doing great as always.
Good.
Even when I'm crying, I think my answer would be like, I'm fantastic.
I'm
Actually,
right.
there's all these other things going really well. Just this one thing that I caused for myself is going poorly.
Love to be like.
But yeah, actually great. This is the first time in a while I don't have a ton of overarching things that I'm dealing with. I said that and I'm doing a 40-mile bike ride on Sunday and I'm also going to the Ren Fair tomorrow. So yeah, no, this is a low-key Stephanie weekend.
Absurd. Absurd. I respect it.
But how are you, Jason? Reverse interview.
Yeah, I'm right. Warm. Actually, looking at my fan, and I think my microphone is now too good for me to have my fan on while I'm interviewing people.
It is very fancy. I'm very jealous of the little lights. It's
Ooh.
good ADHD trick.
It's real.
Entrance players with lights.
It's real good. Yeah, you're the second person I've interviewed with it, so this is exciting. My other one
Cute.
died. Alas, the USB port stopped working, which is a problem.
Oh no.
On a USB mic.
That is a
Shockingly.
problem. Weirdly enough.
Yeah. Right. Why and when did you decide to start a YouTube channel?
When was like I feel like it was over a year ago now. I think my year was like February. Or that's the when. The why is because I'm an insane person and this was an ADHD D&D whim because I don't ever shut up about D&D. And I was driving my partner nuts. Like, he does not play D&D. He is not, like, I may have talked about this before, but my theory is everyone's a nerd, right? Like, everyone's a nerd about something. Like, you're not cool because you know a bunch of facts about footballers or, like, about music, like, because you know someone's whole biography. Like, that doesn't make it cool.
Yeah.
But there's just, like, the idea of the classic nerd. He is not one of those, and I very, very much am. So I literally started a YouTube channel so I wouldn't drive him crazy. So I thought I'd just talk to people on the internet casually about D&D thoughts, like a very normal person.
That's
yeah. So.
one way to do it, I guess.
Yeah, no, there was literally no plan, nothing. Yeah.
That's going to be a running
it's
theme
very
in these
alarming
questions,
all
isn't
the
it?
time. I know. 100%.
Why did you choose to go with Stephanie Plays Games as the title?
So I did anticipate that there was a good chance that I didn't choose to do this for as long as I have been doing it now. So I at least thought, like, being like, okay, having my name is part of, like, my brand. Like, I don't really have a brand still yet, but I thought that at least then I could be like, okay, well, I did this. If people want to follow me to whatever ADHD thing I do next, they'd be like, oh, Stephanie now does blank. Like, I was setting it up for an ADHD swap, but I love D&D and still don't shut up about it. So it seems to be, like, sticking for now.
D&D is one of the few hyperfixations that I think a lot of us end up stuck with. And I think it's because it's novel. Yeah. It's always novel.
Yes, and it's also so many things. Like, it's 30 different hobbies, like, you can pack into one thing. Because that's what, like, you can kind of see in my horrifically messy background. Like, I do a lot of crafts, and I read a lot of books, and I do a lot of things, and I can put all of that back into D&D. So it's kind of like this hobby that just keeps evolving and giving back in its own, like, way of opportunities, which I really, really love. So I'm very much into, like, that aspect of it and what, like, D&D could be, like, what a session could look like.
Yeah. How do you go about choosing specific topics for videos?
What do I want to talk about is my main thing. No, I am just hardcore, like, I feel like it might be a late diagnosis thing. Because no one's ever been like, Stephanie, you need to focus on this or do this way. Like, I've just always been led by what do I want to do being kind of like the most important thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's what, like, it definitely makes it hard when I know I'm putting a lot of hours into something that's not going to do good. But if I don't want to make it, I'm not going to.
Yes, the eternal struggle of this would do better, but the brain is not willing.
Yeah, and that's what, like, I can be, like, very aware of it, and I can, like, change certain things or, like, twist a topic in a certain way to kind of meet both things. But at the end of the day, like, my North Star is I make what I want to make and talk about.
It's important in that way you actually like your work, which is got to be a relevant factor. Ultimately, you don't want to dislike the stuff you're putting out.
For sure.
How far ahead do you plan videos?
Okay, I kind of plan things almost. I don't really, like, hardcore plan other than my, like, week to week videos, but I have kind of an ever evolving list. I use Notion a lot. I talk about using it to, like, run your games. I have a little playlist on it, but I use it to, like, plan most things in my life. And so I've kind of, like, Kanban boards of, like, what I want, what's kind of further in the process, like, upcoming soon. And I'll, like, swap things back when I'm like, not super relevant now, or I wanted to really make this 2 weeks ago, but now I don't care about it. But that way I always have, like, ideas. Like I have over 100 video ideas like in my list right now. So I always have like something where I'm like, oh, okay, these are the things that are really exciting to me as of when I'm scripting my current video. What does that look like next week? So that's kind of like how I do that.
Makes sense. Are you happy with the number of videos you put out and the regularity of them, or would you like to up it?
I was happy with it before I started a day job. I recently went from owning my own dog training business to wanting to go back to like more regular work. So I now work as a junior software engineer. And so it's a little bit harder, like I'm sure as you know, doing things with a day job, again, harder for parents too. I just have self-inflicted weird stuff that I choose to do with my free time. But yeah, I would like to be weekly. Right now it's down to monthly, but again, I am not going to kill myself to put a video out.
Yeah. Would you like
D&D is supposed to be fun, talking about it is supposed to be fun.
Yes. It is. It is meant to be fun. It is fun. I love D&D. I have a blast playing it all the time. My only issue is I have to get other people involved to play D&D, and other people are not as insane as I am.
Oh no! See, that's what I'm sure my players wish I was better at, having like very regular sessions. Like I'd love to be a weekly DM, but there's no way in hell with the amount of things I do that's ever going to happen.
As a parent, you sort of have to pick a thing you do when you're not with the kids. Well, yeah, especially as I'm working, and D&D is the thing. So
I pick all of them and then get sad when it's not working out.
Why don't I have enough time?
Yeah. Why are there only this many hours in a day? I could have sworn there were more.
It's unfair, is what it is.
Yeah.
Completely
I won't
unfair.
stop trying.
Would you like to do this full time?
100%. Sorry. Got really excited about that question. Yeah, 100%. I would love to do this full time. Like, that's definitely one of the things I've been thinking about, is how to kind of make that transition. Like, I do want to do software development for a little bit, just because I'd like to learn more to be able to bring that into potential offerings for like people who like my work, and to like supplement things. But yeah, no, I'd love to go full time eventually.
Okay.
The dream.
What would that look like in your head?
So, even though right now I'm primarily just a YouTube content creator, I'd really like to get more into like publishing adventures, publishing homebrew, because I'm primarily a homebrew DM. So if I used published stuff, it's usually just taking a concept and then very heavily modifying it.
Yeah.
So it's never really like been my thing to like be like, oh, the lore of this, the like mechanics of this. Like, I like to create things, so I'd really, really like to eventually like publish even like, you know, a little system setting or something. So I'd really like to get more into that side of D&D creation.
Have you tried any of that so far?
No, because I used to be a lot more scared about money stuff when I had my dog training business, because it's like, oh, that's all on you. But now with really stable day job income, I do want to hire like artists to do certain things. So that's definitely been a big contributing part of like why I went back to a day job. So that's what, once that I was going to start kind of getting more things out, planting those seeds, seeing what that might look like for me.
Makes sense. I like it when you can trade skills for work rather than trade money for work, but it's not always easy to do.
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially with D&D.
Yes.
Like, I'm not a great video editor. I don't know anything about mics. My skill is, do you want me to run games for you? I'm really good at that.
Some people would probably accept that as payment if those games are inconsistent enough. I will run a weekly game for you if you do art for me.
See, back to weekly. I'm like
That's the issue.
bi-weekly.
I will run a game for you.
Yeah, I'm really, really great at one shots.
Do you have? Do you mentioned you have a game? How long has the game been going on for?
This current one that needs to come back off of hiatus because it had to go on hiatus while I went backpacking and went to Gen Con and got my day job set up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a few too many things at once. I also was in a bouldering competition, my first comp that I was training for. But this one's been going on for probably half a year. So bi-weekly, so it's going to be a shorter campaign overall, but it'll still probably be like 2 years of playtime just because of my scheduling.
Did you
But
play
before
as well
that,
as
I
run?
had one running.
Go on. Sorry.
I do. That's what I really think. That's what, like, I think to me that's a really important part of DMing, I think, is getting to also play, because then you can really pinpoint what you like, what you don't like, what other DMs do, like tricks they use that are really cool. Like, I think it's really good to get that like continuous exposure to different play styles, different people, different systems. So I try to play a ton in addition to running.
How do you fit that in?
I just don't. I commit myself to too many things, and then I cry when I'm burnt out, and then I just do it all again.
I feel like that should be the title of the episode. I do too much stuff and then I cry. An interview with Stephanie Plays Games.
Like, Gen Con should have been my annual breakdown. There's usually one where my partner talks about how he needs to be like my life coach because I don't say no to anything. I really just like everything, and I like doing things, and everything sounds exciting to me. But yeah, I thought running 32 hours of games at Gen Con, I thought was going to be my breaking point, but it was so much fun that I didn't cry. So I'm doing pretty great.
That's good. Have you run games for conventions and stuff before?
No, this was my first time doing it. So yeah, I know. It's the ADHD. You know this. Why not just
my ADHD isn't pushing me to do 32 hours of anything without practice in it.
Honestly, that's good for you. That's probably healthier. I think one of the problems is, like, I don't have comorbidities. I just have, like, high-level excitement and terrible time management. I don't have anxiety. I don't have this. So there's never really
you
that
need
thing
some,
in my
like,
brain
OCD
going, like,
or some autism or something thrown in there. Really.
Yes, 100%. I don't have, like, the factors that even things out a little bit. I only have go mode. So it didn't occur to me till probably like the night before, because I kind of really didn't prep much for the games. I've read the module. I've played Alien. I was running Alien. So I've played it before. I'm familiar with the system. Like, I had no problems like with the mechanics. It's D6 pools. I love free league games, so they all have very like similar things, slightly different for each system. But most of my prep, and this is actually kind of true of my regular games anyways, like goes towards player like supplements, like cheat sheets and stuff, so that they feel confident. And then past that, like, I kind of just make up things as I go. I kind of, I'm a very like low prep DM. So that's the night before, all of a sudden I kind of started panicking a little bit for sure, where I was like, hey, maybe that's not a great idea for games full of people you don't know at all. But it worked out fine. It worked out great. That's what we got. Ratings. You get like a little like thing full of all of the things people said about your game. So that was kind of really awesome. It was really nice having a little list of compliments and stuff to be like, wow, this is good. Especially when you don't prep as much as probably other GMs.
How much do you prep for your sessions then?
I'm a big fan of Mike Shea's Lazy Dungeon Master steps. Yeah, so I do like a variation. I kind of mostly prep secrets and clues, and sometimes that's it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and even then, I I can do a lot on the fly.
Mm.
That's what, if you're not someone who cares about consistency, and especially about like if a player's like, hey, actually, you said this thing happened before, this person did this.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, yeah, sure. Like, you're right. Like, let's fix
Probably.
it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel the stress of needing to be right or be perfect. Again, no comorbidities.
Just ADHD. Wild.
Just ADHD. But yeah, no, that's it. Like, again, my prep, like, the way I tend to think about things is I really just want to give my players the opportunities to really, like, be their character. And, like, so I really focus a lot on just making sure I'm comfortable enough, like, understanding how I want to, like, respond to them. So, like, with Alien, I love the Alien movies. I feel really confident responding as the world around players in space with a xenomorph on board. Like, I know, like, I understand the kind of beats of suspense and, like, those types of movies. I'm a big horror fan in general. So that's, like, one of those things where if I'm confident in the genre and the mood, like, I just want to give it all right back to my players and be like, okay, like, how does the Imaginatorium, Dreamatorium respond to you?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I don't think I need that much to do that, personally.
Okay. How often do you improv yourself into a corner?
Not often, honestly. I think that's probably one of the problems, is that I haven't had enough consequences for my behavior.
Yeah.
But again, it's like I don't, like, I don't think a lot of GMs are necessarily malicious, like, but I think a lot of GMs are afraid to be wrong, to relinquish power over things. And I'm a very, like, loosey-goosey, go-y with the flowy DM. So I'm really just like, what is a realistic way this world would respond? Like, I don't need to think long-term all of the times. Like, in my campaigns, I definitely do think about, like, beats for different factions. But again, even then, it's like, I feel like a lot of realistic responses don't put me into a corner. Like, if I'm really focusing on, like, fun and real, I feel like very rarely am I like, oh no, this was a bad mistake. Every once in a while I'll lose a villain a little bit early, but I'm a big fan of, like, 3-tier villains and stuff. So I have a lot of scaffolding around myself that protects me.
I respect it. I've accidentally improv the character into being a villain when I didn't mean them to be.
But I love that. Like, see, that's in my brain. I'm like, okay, like, that's not what I anticipated, but also, why not?
No, 100%.
Like, it's following the fun. Like, I love it. Yeah.
But I was just like,
really funny.
That was darker than I was expecting it to be. Why was that character so mean? It's like, oh right, I was basing it on the specific person, obviously.
Yeah, no, I've had, like, players, like, I thought they'd knock someone out, be like, no, we're murdering this person. I'm like, okay, this is turning dark and weird. And I'm like, we're following it. We're following the fun. We're following the choices. And that's, like, those are my, like, principles that I really love. Like, fun and choices.
That's fair. Is fun always lighthearted for your sessions, or is fun just consequences? Like, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, no, fun. That's what I do think that gets, like, misinterpreted in advice videos a lot. And I don't know if it's maybe more because I'm a woman. Like, I don't know if it happens as often to men. But, like, whenever I talk about fun, people are like, oh, like, sunshine and rainbows D&D. And I'm like, a lot of my sessions are so dark. Again, oh, sorry. Oh, no.
One isn't bad.
Like, again, I'm, like, so inspired by, like, horror and thrillers.
Yeah.
So a lot of my things probably do trend more towards, like, bright, sunny, fun, like, lighthearted starts.
Yeah.
Mid-campaign's gonna be real weird and real dark real quick.
That's how a lot of mine end up. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and that to me is fun, like, because if it's like we were kind of talking about this before, like, I want my players to think about things outside of sessions. I want them to kind of be excited about what happens, invested. And yeah, so that's what I'm like. Dark is a great way to kind of get them like, oh no, this is real. My
Dark is the
character
perfect way
might
to do
be
it.
gone.
As long as you have the
Yeah,
permission to do stuff. Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. One of my, and he knows this already. So one of my players was like, initially he was like, oh, I just want to be a guy with a knife. Completely new to D&D. That was his whole concept.
Yeah,
And I was like, okay, cool.
guy with a knife.
What are you thinking? And he was like, oh, I'll probably be a rogue. I was like, okay, cool. Oh, I was like, well, you could be like a changeling or something if you wanted to be a more esteemed. He was like, oh, I could. I was like, what if you didn't know you were a changeling? And he's like, well, how would that work? And I'm like, oh, because you're like one of your parents could be casting modified memory on you every time you found out, basically. They're like, well, why'd they be doing that? And I'm like, I could figure that out. And then it basically turned out that him and his family had infiltrated this noble family in Neverwinter, and up until that point, he hadn't had his memory modified at all. And then when he got his memory back, when the remove curse was cast on him and he got his memories back, I was like, you see Crispin, which is the character he was when he was like impersonating these people. He didn't realize he was impersonating a real person. I was like, you see Crispin in front of you and you watch as your arm goes up and you cut his throat. And he was like, what? Oh no. It's like, yay, I made him sad.
Love it. Yeah, I love like those moments and getting to be able to like take something like from the beginning and wait and wait and wait. And then you finally like feel that moment. Like it's like a freight train. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, another one of my players was like, should we flesh this out? This thing that happened in my character's backstory out? And I'm like, you can say whatever you think it is. Mm-hmm. I can't promise that'll be correct. And he was like, he sent me the fine keep your secrets thing of Frodo. Yeah. He sent me that as the reaction, which is the correct reaction.
100%. And I love, like, that's what my favorite types of players and, like, thankfully everyone that's ever been at my table has pretty much been this way. Like, I love players that are willing to, like, talk through an idea and also, like, relinquish control of the full concept. Like, I really like players that get that collaborative aspect and can, like, you know, trust the DM, because it's like, it's hard because I've played with DMs that won't do justice with certain things. Like, that's not their shtick, and that's fine. Yeah. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard, and it's nice when you have players that are willing to give you that room to play.
Yeah, yeah, it's good fun. I can't say any more about the current campaign without potentially spoiling any of my players if they end up watching it. Not that I think any of them do watch my stuff, but just in case.
Oh, my old players from my previous campaign, like every once in a while they'll send a screenshot of them like watching one of my videos, and it makes me want to like cry on the floor. I'm like, it's so cute.
That's very sweet. That's very sweet. If you do stick with D&D and you do make it full time, will you attempt to wrangle more of a plan going forwards?
I don't. Again, it kind of depends on how often I'm rewarded for my bad behavior.
We need to stop watching her videos.
No, that's not the takeaway from this interview, Jason.
The title. Please stop rewarding me for.
I think probably not. I think the only reason that's true is because I try to think about why someone watches my videos pretty frequently, like especially if one does good. And I think a lot of it does come from like me being excited about something, and I don't think I can plan excitement.
That's fair.
And so if I went full time, I'm like, I'd love to think that I'd have more time to like really work on things like script like more quickly, flesh things out. But realistically, I'd probably be like, I can join 3 more games and then I'll have 3 more times things to like write about. So my time management is never going to be better, more than likely. It might look different, but better isn't necessarily the right word. So I doubt it.
Do you script your videos?
If I'm being realistic. I do weird scripting. I bullet point it, and then I record me babbling about something and then kind of condense it into a script. So I'll do like video notes, like audio note things, and have my phone transcribe them for me.
Okay.
And then take all of the things out and then write a script that I loosely kind of almost follow.
Okay.
I do weird stuff, Jason.
I don't script my videos at all, so I respect it.
Okay. See, that's what I'm like. I will babble about things and I will forget where I'm going with what I'm saying. So I do need to script.
To be fair, doing the reviews makes it very easy not to have to script because I just read. So it is kind of scripted in that I'm reading a thing.
Yeah.
But then for the other videos, I'll do bullet points in much the same way.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, because I get distracted when I'm reading a script. And then I edit myself as I do it as well. I'm like, that word was wrong as I'm talking. And then it just comes out messy.
And that is one of the things is I will read my script out loud to be like, is this how I would say it? Like, because when I read it, I'm like, is this how I would talk to someone at a party about this topic? And if it's not, then I change it. So that's why I definitely like read through it once or twice. And that way, when I'm actually recording a video, I'm not really like glued to the script so much as being like, oh, right, like this is kind of what we're talking about. And then I'll kind of ad lib similar things to the script.
That makes sense.
It's way more effort than it should be for someone with ADHD, but that is one of the things that kind of keeps my videos a little tighter than they would be otherwise, because that's what they're not tight to begin with.
There have to be some breaks.
Yeah.
Like the bumper lanes on bowling.
Yeah, 100%, which I still use as an adult when people let me.
So does my wife. I respect it.
Yeah. I want to get more than 0 points.
Fair. Is there a point in your mind where you would hop into it full time? Is there like a specific subscriber count or an income amount or something like that?
I think if I start a Patreon and that's doing well enough where it's kind of like close enough to day job money, I would consider it. But that's a lot of levels of effort. And that's what I'm trying to be very mindful of, starting things that might not be fun for me in like 5 months.
Yes.
And that's what, like, with Patreon, it's like, okay, even having a Discord channel while I'm working full time is not something I personally really want to manage. And that's a very basic reward tier.
Yeah.
So that's what, like, it is for now. It's like the idea of having like Patreon plus YouTube plus selling something. So it's like once I start exploring those things more, that would probably be a point where I'd start really considering what I would want full-time life to look like.
Makes sense. Is there a thing that you would sell through the Patreon? Because I think that's one of the trickiest things for a lot of YouTubers to figure out.
Yeah, I do think that like I would want to do kind of like a monthly zine type thing. And it's again, it's like I, as someone with ADHD, need to avoid being like a monthly adventure that locks me into something where I might not feel like adventures that month. I might actually really be into like some weird monster stat block like way of creating things. So I would like to have like a monthly thing. I would like to have chats. I always think like Q&A type formats are fun. Like I'd like to do like a fix my campaign thing where people like come with things that are going wrong in their campaign and that maybe I can help troubleshoot. Like I think that would be cute. Not that I'm an expert by any means. But I think a lot of times things that go wrong with people's games have more to do with like social and psychological things rather than game mechanics things. And that is an area I am very confident that I'm like, I understand people and fun. So that's like, yeah, like I like little like talk show formats, little like, you know, printable, usable game things. But yeah, no, that's kind of what I would aim for. But again, not locking myself too deeply into things, so I get to still harness that like kind of creative side of ADHD.
The impulsivity. Yeah, it's hard to
Yeah, I
do that
love
when
it.
you're trying to deliver specific things to people who are paying you.
Yes. And that's why, like, every once in a while, someone will be like, oh, you're not starting XYZ yet. And again, like, I don't ever want to be in a place where people who really enjoy my work are, like, sad about what they're getting from me. Like, I do realize that as someone with ADHD, of, like, that sort of possibility.
Yeah.
And that's, like, honestly, that's why I love having a YouTube channel. I always say it's like having a bunch of imaginary friends. Like, I get really excited to hear, like, what people are playing, like, what they like about something, what kind of homebrew they're doing. And I don't want to be in a place where, like, I get people excited about something and then they're, like, bummed out by it instead.
Because you didn't do the thing that you said you were going to
Yeah,
do.
because I did not deliver. Yeah. And that's it. I just want to be able to hang out with my imaginary friends and have them not hate me.
Good vibes only.
We can all just stare at Doug.
It's a good dog.
The most beautiful creature.
How old? How old is the dog? What is the dog's name?
She is 9. Her name is Ellie. She's completely deaf, so she does not hear anything. So that's why she's so peaceful, even when I'm like screaming and making screeching weird noises. She doesn't know what's happening.
Do you do voices for your
It's a great
characters
life.
in D&D?
I am not a voices person. I can't do accents. I can't do voices.
But it's so fun.
It is. I know, and I'm trying to, like, I'm exploring the idea of it, is really what I should say, because trying implies that I've actually done work for it, and that's not true. But I have, like, put on podcasts about people doing voices for acting classes and stuff. And that's kind of almost the same. I feel like the closest I could get is maybe trying, like, Southern accents, but yeah, no, I'm not a voices person. I'm very much a mannerisms person,
Right.
though, because I talk so much, like, with my hands
Yeah.
and my physicality. So a lot of times that's how I, like, really differentiate NPCs, is by changing my body language a lot.
There's a lot of ways to differentiate NPCs, because you can do cadence, like how you speak. You can do obviously pitch and tones. You can talk lower or higher. Obviously, accents are a good one, and then language as well. The specific words you use can be huge. Like if you're playing a stupid character using shorter words, if you're playing an intelligent character using longer words. I gave my my players a massive rant about backwards causation, space-time continuums, and disjointed timelines as a character once, to prove that this character was clever, basically.
That's really cute. Yeah, no, that's what, like, I will do, like, some things, and it's a lot easier for me to do those sorts of things when I'm playing a character, but when I'm DMing, by the end of a session, it falls apart. Like, it's also because I am so always focused on, I'm like, wow, my players made such a weird choice with this, or they're doing something so crazy. Like, I'm very, like, I feel like always enthralled with what they're doing.
Yeah.
So a lot of times it's like it'll start with a voice of some sort of modification, and then by the end I'm like, it's just me, like, laughing and trying to talk as someone.
I get that. I occasionally lose voices in between sessions if it's too long in between sessions, and I'm like, was this guy Welsh or Scottish, or was he posh? American? I don't think he was American. Like, trying to figure out which
so
stupid
funny.
accent I've given my characters.
Oh my gosh,
It's
I
a
love
challenge.
it.
I do want to hear your Southern accent. I will do my South American accent if you do yours.
Okay, shoot, what am I gonna talk about? I don't know what to even. This is my problem, is when someone's like, practice an accent, I'm like, oh god, what
I'm
do
not saying
I
you
say?
have to practice. So my daughter also does a Southern American accent, and her thing is yeehaw, big mister, is like the thing that she says when she's doing it.
Cute.
The easiest way for me to do accents is to just slip into them as I'm going, so it's just a nice simple process, and then I'm in it. So it helps if you have like keywords to get into it. So something like this, I always imagine Benoit Blanc from the Knives Out series is a good one for this. No, it's just dumb.
Yeah.
Is a really solid one, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I always love a good bless your heart, sweetheart. What are you doing over there? Yeah. Come here, darling. Like that's not
solid.
I cannot.
That's great. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what, like, I always try things. That's what, like, I'm a big believer in trying your best, like, because that's what, no matter how, like, ridiculous I sound, like, I'm playing with people that are there to play a game. Like, no,
Yeah.
no one's like, you're not an actor.
Yeah.
I did not sign up for a voice actor, like,
Yeah.
DM. Like, I'm like, no, you get what you get. Okay.
You get what you pay for. None of you are paying me. I DM online. No
right.
one's even giving me snacks. So
Oh, ooh,
they're lucky I turn up. I should invoice them for snacks during the session.
Yes.
I would like you to
Or they should
deliver.
mail you.
Yeah, exactly.
Featured snack. Yeah, you can get them into Snack Wars, where they all are vying for your love and attention.
I have told all of them, I think, that I will level them up instantly if they send me a pizza. So that's always dangling.
Amazing.
Do you not have the kind of ADHD where you copy accents then? Because that's a thing I know a lot of neurodivergent people do.
No, I wish I did. That's what my brother has ADHD also. Surprise. Surprise, genetics.
It's genetic.
What? Yeah, he definitely has that type of ADHD, so he's actually pretty good at accents. But yeah, no, I was definitely like the type of ADHD where I like was not paying attention to literally anyone except for like what I was doing. Like whatever I was like lasered in on was always like what I paid attention to. So I didn't do like a lot of like the looking around mimicry type things. Yeah, no, that's what I was like. I don't know. I'm gonna go draw this. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna make weird stick people, like, and plant them in our forest, like proto Blair Witch stuff. Yeah,
I'm gonna scare the neighbors for the rest of their lives.
100%.
Everyone needs a hobby. I respect it. Or 7,000 hobbies in your case.
Or 7,000 hobbies.
Roughly. Wonderful stuff. Do you have anything that you would like to plug?
I don't know. That's a great question. When is this coming out?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I'm assuming at some point.
At some point.
Out. I am so bad at plugging myself, but Peter of Tales from Elsewhere has a Kickstarter that I'm going to be playing a live play one shot. So watch that, but also back his Kickstarter. Peter makes such good stuff.
He does.
So that's very cool. I'm also going to be at PAX U, not running 32 hours of games. So I really get excited when people come and say hi to me. And then also watch my channel, maybe. But also Peter's stuff, so good. Yeah, that's it. And also Scorched Basin is another creator, like Homie and the Dude. They have a Kickstarter coming out. They did The Wandering Tavern. So that'll probably be out and ready to be backed. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff coming out this fall. So go back other people and then maybe watch my channel.
I'll order things in the description. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out. That's your job, Jason.
That's a me problem. Yeah, with my like 3-word descriptions because I'm too lazy to put any more time into it. Terrible. I'm a terrible 100%. YouTuber.
Yeah, I mean, we all are, honestly. That's what everyone, like, no matter what. So this is like one of my things is no matter like how many like subscribers, how many views people have, everyone's just kind of like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, we're all like, I think that's my favorite thing about being a D&D YouTuber is everyone is so lovely and so nice and is all like, I don't know, this is what's worked for me, but also maybe it could be better. And if that is not the crux of all of this, I don't know what is.
Of everything, yeah. Thank you so very much for finding time to come on and chat.
Thanks for having me on, Jason.
It was a pleasure. We're going to wave at the camera, and that'll be that. You ready?
Oh, okay. I'm so ready.
You're taking this way too seriously. Bye.